Hi children, today we are going to learn about principles of inheritance and variation, heredity. Let us see the introduction of this part. It's very important. We are going to discuss MCQs with the explanation. The principles of inheritance and variation explain how traits are passed from parents to offspring, why offspring show similarities as well as differences from their parents. Inheritance is the transmission of genetic characters, traits from parents to offspring. So variations refers to the differences in traits among individuals of the same species. The branch of biology that deals with inheritance is called genetics. The term genetics was coined by William Bateson in 1905. The scientific study of heredity began with the experiments of Gregor Mendel, who is known as the father of genetics. A heritable feature. Character is a heritable feature, that means flower, color, etc. And trait is a specific feature of the character, that is purple, white, pink, etc. Gene, the unit of heredity that controls a trait. Alleles are alternative forms of same gene denoted by capital T and small t, dominant and recessive. Genotype, the genetic makeup of an organism which are inherited from the parents in the form of genes. And phenotype, the observable appearance of an organism that we can see externally, tall or dwarf, etc. Mendel's contribution. Mendel confirmed some of the experiments on the pea plant, and he observed monohybrid and dihybrid, and he gave the laws, the law of dominance, law of segregation, and law of independent assortment. Let's see this slide. Which of the following techniques may be used to identify an inheritance pattern within the family? Pedigree analysis. Answer has come already. Pedigree analysis is a method of researching human genetic illness, may be used to track the pattern of inheritance of Mendelian disorders that are passed down to offsprings in accordance with Mendelian principles. Here, in the pedigree analysis, the symbols which are given to male and female, and see, you can see this is the symbol of male, female. Affected individuals are dark in nature. Occasionally, a single gene may express more than one effect. Is called, you can see that, multiple allelism, mosaicism, pleiotropy, and polygyny. Okay, and then sometimes answer is C, pleiotropy. Sometimes one trait will be very evident and others will be less evident. A gene of white eye in Drosophila also affect the shape of organs in the male, responsible for sperm storage as well as the other structures. Similarly, sickle cell anemia individuals suffer from number of problems, all of which are pleiotropic effect of sickle cell alleles. Let us see the other definitions. Multiple allelism sees the 3 or more alternative or allelic forms of a gene, only 2 of which can exist in any normal diploid individual. Gene of example is gene of blood groups in humans. Mosaicism describes the occurrence of cells that differ in their genetic component from other cells of the body. Polygyny refers to the single character trait is controlled by more than 2 genes. And one more question you can see here, and the cross between the white-eyed female Drosophila and the red-eyed male Drosophila would lead to the production of, answer is red-eyed females and white-eyed males. The cross of white-eyed female with red-eyed males give red-eyed females and the white-eyed males. Rarely this cross may give all white-eyed females and red-eyed males. This results from the non-separation of the 2 homologous chromosomes during anaphase 1 of meiosis. So both X chromosomes go together of the same pole, resulting the formation of XXY. white-eyed female and red-eyed males. This is due to non-disjunctioning of two X chromosomes. The fourth question is, which of the following statement about Mendelian inheritance is incorrect? You can see the answer here. Mendel's laws apply only to plants and not to animals. That means Mendel's laws apply only for the plants and not animals is a wrong statement, because it applies both plants and animals, and provided the traits are controlled by the genes followed simple dominant recessive inheritance. So all the other three are correct and this is wrong. Anthurium snapdragon, a red flower was crossed with a white flower, and in F1 generation, pink flowers were obtained. When pink flowers were selfed, the F1 generation showed white, red and pink flowers. Then you can see the answer is C. Law of segregation doesn't apply in this experiment. Then read this. Person having genotype IA-IB would show blood groups AB. This is because of codominance. The answer is codominance. In AB blood groups, IA and IB are both dominant alleles. When a person is having genotype IA-IB, both A and B antigens are expressed on RBC. Neither allele hides the other one, so both the genes try to express. Eighth question. Which of the following claims would be accurate in garden P plants and Mendel's garden was sampled? The answer is first one, that round seeds were more prevalent than wrinkled seeds, because round seeds are dominant over wrinkled. Even when the recessive allele is present, dominant allele can still express its characters. Dominant phenotype are more expressible than recessive. Which of the following can be determined from the recombination frequency? The answer is phenotype associated with gene. Means recombination frequency provides an insight on the location of the genes on the chromosome. It does not provide any information about the possible function and hence associated phenotype of a gene. See the next question. Which antibodies are found in the plasma of a person with type A blood group? Here you can see antigen B and not A. People with type A blood have A antigen on the surface of the RBC. Their plasma contain and B antibodies. That means antigen B antibodies to destroy any blood cells carrying B antigen. They do not have antigen A antibodies because those would attack their own red blood cells. The basis of ABO blood groups, two antigens, antigen A and B. The ABO blood groups classified into 4 types you studied, and based on the Thank you so much, children. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.